Hey, welcome back. It's a gorgeous day out, so I thought that I would share some of my favorite outdoor organizing tips with you. These are the things that I actually do that I've been doing for years. I love these tips. They might not be like revolutionary, but they work. The first tip is definitely my favorite. It's a flip-flop bin. And I know, flip-flop bin, it doesn't sound that revolutionary, but it's pretty amazing, especially if you're like us and you have a door to your backyard that isn't like a door that you use on a regular basis. And if you have a dog, because landmines. Do you know what I'm saying? So a flip-flop bin, either inside the door, right by the back door, or outside, is a game changer. We even have flip-flops for guests out here, so I buy them from the dollar store. I have a plethora of flip-flops to choose from. You can use a bucket from the dollar store that you drill holes in, but I actually use these hose organizers. They're just like meant to hold a hose. I screwed them onto a board and that's it. I filled them with flip-flops. No more muddy feet for my kids. It's like, you need a flip-flop bin. My second favorite outdoor organizing is using buckets and hooks. So you can either install hooks directly on your fence if you have a fence, on the side of your home, hang some dollar store buckets. I actually used a fence post, just put some feet on it and installed a bunch of hooks all over that. So we have a place for sunscreen and bug spray and goggles and little toys that my kids have, gardening tools. It's crazy. We just drilled holes in the bottom of these dollar store buckets so that water can go through, and it's an amazing little storage thing right where you need it. It was very inexpensive, and even if you don't want to build anything, like I said, you can hang this right on the fence or right on the side of the house for awesome storage. Next, I love deck boxes. I should probably have deck boxes for all of my cushions, which I just leave out all the time and they get wet and then nobody can actually sit on them when it rains. I need another deck box, but I love deck boxes for toys. I don't just throw everything in. I use dollar store bins and baskets inside the deck box. We have one for like goggles, we have one for diving toys, other pool toys, pool chemicals. Everything's really sorted and neat. It stays dry. I love deck boxes, but they don't just have to be for cushions. You can use a deck box for so many things to organize outside. I love this ladder. I love this ladder for wet towels. Before, when we had a pool and we didn't have a ladder, there was just wet towels like hung over the side of the fence, all over the furniture, all over the deck. There was wet towels everywhere, but now we have a place for them to go, and for the dry towels too. It's just a ladder. It's basically a blanket ladder, but for towels outside. But you can also use zip ties if you want and hang buckets off of this so you can have other pool things stored in here. It's like, if you have a pool, you need a towel ladder. And last but not least, I love making storage tables for outside. You can use a garbage can or a laundry hamper and just have a piece of wood cut for the top, act as a serving tray, and then inside these buckets, garbage cans, baskets, whatever you want to use, you can store gardening tools or toys or cushions. I need more because I have so many cushions. But whatever it is that you want to store outside, you can use this as storage and as a functional side table. This is a really easy DIY. It doesn't require a lot of work, I promise. And you can always hack the top. You can use a pizza tray if you don't want to cut wood into a circle. There's so many different things that you can do to turn an ordinary thing like a laundry hamper or a garbage can into a functional storage side table for your deck. So that's it. I just wanted to offer some really fast, really easy outdoor storage solutions for you so you can have a more organized summer, and give you a quick little tour of our backyard. I'm going to put links below to videos that we've done in the past, like when we updated the tree fort to make it a little more grown up now that we have teenagers in the house. We put in the pool. I'm like a low maintenance person though. I'm like, I want to show you my flowers and stuff, but it's just kind of a hot mess sandwich. I don't weed, okay? I don't weed. So the backyard's looking a little overgrown at the moment, but it's still amazing. We have the river in the backyard filled with ducks and geese and swans and blue herrings. It's a really magical place, and the reason we bought the house. So I love that not only is it relaxing out here, but it stays tidy and organized with just a few easy solutions. So thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Thank you guys so much for those of you who have stayed to the end. So, trigger warning, this story is weird and gross and it involves blood and guts. And I don't even know why I'm sharing this with you, but I don't have any other funny thing that happened to me. But just know, okay, backstory. When I was about in grade 5 or 6, I got a hold of my mom's razor and I shaved my legs. But I didn't just stop at legs. I did like above the knee, which they say not to do, and I did my arms, okay? I shaved everything like a maniac. And then I discovered when it grows back that it was like picky and I can't stand it. I can't stand that feeling. So for literally my entire life, I have shaved every inch of my body. I don't even know if I have like a hair phobia, but I might have a hair phobia. You know what I'm saying? Like not on my head, obviously, but everything gets shaved. My toes, I shave the top of my toes. I shave my arms. Oh, I wish I never started. It's a weird thing. I want to stop, but I have to shave multiple times a week. So from head to toe, shaving is a thing. It's a thing. It's a time-consuming thing. Please don't ever do this. It's very stupid. I wish I tell my kids all the time, don't shave above the knee. Never shave your arms. Just trust me on this. But I did, and whatever. So speed is my ultimate goal here, and I found the magic of my husband's razor. About 16 years ago, I started stealing his razor because he always buys new blades because he has baby soft skin. And when he shaved, he would like compulsively buy new razor blades. Also because I was wearing them out really fast by shaving my entire body with his razor and never telling him. He'd be like, why are these so dull? And I'm like, I don't know, it's crazy. It's crazy, your blades just keep getting dull. So he would keep getting new ones. But the point is, when we went to New York, he had his razor when I went before him. So I had to buy a disposable razor for the first time ever. I had to use like this cheap, crappy razor, which was fine. I bought like a bunch of them. But when I came back home, I was just in the habit of using this crappy razor, and I was in the shower and I wasn't thinking, and I was like, speed shaving. I don't even use shaving cream at this point. I use nothing. There's sometimes not even water, okay? Because I'm a pro at this point. But I did the old swooshy swoosh with not enough lubrication, and I potato peeled my butt, okay? Not my butt, but like from the back of my knee with a swipe up to my butt. Like a carrot peeler, just whoosh, just gone. It's gone. It was horrible. And it was hilarious, but mostly horrible. And it was bleeding, and I was trying to like wrap it, but I didn't have enough. A Band-Aid wasn't gonna cut it. And so I'm trying to wake up Joe to help me somehow bandage my butt. I shaved my butt. And so, I don't know why I'm sharing this with you, but I'm sharing it with you more as a PSA. Is that what you call it? Like a personal service announcement? Is that what that PSA is? Don't shave your body. Don't shave your arms. Don't shave above the knee. If you're a child listening, you shouldn't have been listening to this story because it was weird. But also tell your children how important it is that once you start shaving, it's so hard to stop if you can't stand the feeling of pickiness. So this is my life now. This is my life now. I should maybe invest in some Nair. That I see a lot of Nair in my future. Of course, I would be the one who would mistake it for shampoo and then be bald because I'm a basket case. I'll see you guys next time.